So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Preon Smart Corn system. And what this is a systems-based approach to corn production. So it features our short stature corn hybrids from Bayer. Not necessarily a new technology to agriculture, but this is Bayer's first big launch into this kind of reduced height corn. And then along with that short stature corn, the reason we call it the system is because we pair this hybrid as it comes to the market with tailored recommendations from Climate Field View, and we're partnering with farmers across the country to exchange data. Our research and development data from developing these technologies with theirs in-field commercial data, so we can really tailor this system to better support the farmer's needs. So currently available, we have 6 hybrids. We had 3 last year and released a few more this year as well. We have about 35,000 acres out this year. We're starting with low volumes because what we're doing is something that's very unique. Bayer is taking a test and learn approach with the release of this technology. And when we say test and learn, we mean it. So we are working with groundbreakers, our groundbreakers group of growers. We have just under 400 this year. They plant these products in commercial settings, and then we talk to them throughout the season. They answer surveys, they work with their field sales reps, and just share with us, how that technology is working, what they would like to see more of, less of. And as we continue to scale this technology over the next decade and as the pipeline matures, we're really creating a system that was made by farmers for farmers. So when we talk about the potential for short stature corn, we like to use an acronym called PAY. It stands for Protection, Access, Yield Potential, and that really covers some of the big benefits of the system as a whole. Protection, you see that in that shorter statured corn withstands those wind events that we've been seeing more frequently across, the Corn Belt in the last few years. Mother Nature is unpredictable, and we're finding that reduced height corn withstands those strong winds better than traditional corn. Access, that second piece. Because it's shorter, you can get into the field longer utilizing your standard ground equipment. So, farmers having to use aerial applications to get things done or, work with custom sprayers, they can use their own equipment to make their nitrogen and fungicide applications, and they can time those to when they really need those. Why? For yield, that's focusing on kind of what we think this whole system can do in terms of pushing yield efficiency for farmers. Because these plants are shorter, we can actually push planting populations quite a bit. So when you push those planting populations, you pair that with those finely timed fungicide and nitrogen applications, and you can withstand the whims of Mother Nature. That yield potential really increases overall. And so that's why we use that PAY acronym to really just describe all those benefits of that short stature corn hybrid coming together in that system environment. So what we do is we utilize our research and data internally at Bayer and create custom scripts for our farmers that come through Climate Field View. So the farmers who purchase Preon have to be on Climate Field View because we need that digital component. So utilizing our thousands and thousands, I'm probably underestimating on thousands of data points, we create custom scripts based on their field conditions as well as their historical averages within that field. So populations, can range anywhere, farmers are kind of a lot of times in those mid-30s, is what they feel comfortable. We had a lot of farmers pushing up into the 40s in the last year, and some who even came to us at the end of the season and said, I should have pushed more. And they're ready to push more as they see the system more. So it's a combination of their historical field data that we get from Climate Field View and our research points that creates these custom scripts that come to life through Climate Field View. So right now, Preon Smart Corn System is a breeding trait. We are working on the release of a biotech trait later this decade, around 2027, 2028, pending all regulatory approvals, of course. So what we've done with this breeding innovation is identified characteristics in plants that really create that shorter stature corn hybrid. So for now, it's a breeding trait. We see 5 to 7 feet tall on average in the hybrids, and we're really targeting about 24 inches on ear height just to make sure their combine can get under and successfully harvest. We do see a little bit of variability between those hybrids because it is a breeding trait, and we expect a lot of that to kind of diminish as the pipeline matures and we move into a biotech trait later this decade. So most of the Preon hybrids are within the VT Double Pro platform right now, but we also have some Smart Stacks, Tricepta, and Smart Stacks Pro products as well. So the thought is that you will have that Preon short stature trait paired with all of the other traits that you've come to know and enjoy from Bayer as well. And then as that pipeline progresses, when corn rootworm 4 comes, it'll be an option in there as well. So right now, what we say blanketly is we're seeing yield parity. So what we see with these hybrids is that they perform on average with kind of what that farm or county average would be. But to Bayer, that's not good enough. We want it to yield higher, better. And what we're finding is farmers who really manage the corn, plant at higher populations, really take a strong agronomic approach to, the management of that crop and kind of work with it throughout the season, are seeing really great yield numbers. We had a yield contest this last year, and our national winner was 339 bushels per acre out of Iowa. It was 2 bushels less than the national NCGA winner. So that potential is there. It requires that management, that little extra push, but as the pipeline matures, we know that yield will just come along with it as well.